and welcome to episode 60 of What If Civilization Started Over. Let's get into it. The map may look a little bit different to you, and there's a reason. I've been gone for a couple days, and I haven't been able to record videos. I attempted to record episode 60, and I had some stuff happen. I was about halfway done the recording when I had to stop the recording in order to continue. But when I stopped it, I was going to edit the part I would have recorded the next day, but the recording didn't work. And even worse, even if the recording didn't work, it would have been bad footage. So, yeah. It was only half the video, so this is not episode 59 and a half. This is episode 60. What happened? Some unifications happened over here. Nuclear bomb counts? Yeah, they're everywhere. Making sure, alliances are the same. I can't quite remember if this thing formed. Haven't recorded in a couple days. This Diamond Alliance thing in South America, I'm pretty sure it formed. Yeah, that's something. And, yeah, a lot of stuff. And also, I can't remember, so if the map looks different, you tell me what I missed, yeah. Where I was at, though, was this. Communism and fascism over in the international states, the world territories. Communism is spreading a lot in Western Africa, and the communists want to continue their expansions. So what the communists would do, and sometime in the early 60s, in this universe, all of the communist countries surrounding the yellow country and the green country will all be declaring war on those two countries. And very quickly, both of these countries will not be doing so well until the support from the international states of the world comes, which so far, let's do that. And quickly, these areas will be able to push back. And even though a lot of these countries are sort of weak, strongest being Quebec currently, they're still able to push back. But there is a couple reasons why. Because some countries will actually be joining this organization. And, okay. They invite that country and it joins. That's something. Also, this country will be joining, and this country. And this is going to give some, don't worry about that alarm sound. Just really don't. And, yeah. But also, okay. Yeah. And unlike the Organization of Nations, all of these countries here are actually all of the countries here actually have equal representations in Congress of this thing. In the Organization of Nations, it was the founding members that had the most power. So, Mediterranean Union, Red Team, Blue Team, Russia, China, and Taiwan all had the most power over the rest. But with all of the countries having equal representation, many countries will be joining this. Like, a lot. And they will be trying to stop the whole Cold War situation from happening. And with strong countries joining the organization, the communists will be losing a lot of man, pretty badly actually, as all of these countries will just be pushing back. When it comes to the other fronts, it's not like the entire International States of the World Corporation actually declares war on the communist countries, because they know that would start World War III. So all those countries are only sending aid, while only these two countries are at war. They were able to do well in the East, but the West, they're having a lot of more issues with. Yeah. I think I should get rid of at least one of these layers. Let me just get rid of this layer. We can keep this on. They are really, really struggling in the West because it's pretty hard for the countries to even get the help because they have to go all the way around here to give help from the Americas, or go across the entire Pacific Ocean around the entire world. Well, majority of the help from the Indian Ocean and Africa, no, it's pretty easy to reach. Ish. Kinda. Yeah. There's still that line there. Let me remove that. Then one click. But they will be able to push back this country pretty greatly. Until, a huge push into these two countries will take place. And the communists are winning a lot in this area. And then eventually, let me get rid of the layers. The blue team will make a spearhead towards the yellow team capital. And despite all the armies, they will lose their capital. And same thing with the purple country and the green country. And this will force the two countries to surrender. And they will make a deal, a peace treaty. Let's see what it looks like. And this is the peace treaty, so the only thing that's different, ideologies change, and But these two countries will still be allowed to be in the Organization of Nations, but their representation won't be as high because the Organization of Nations, international states of the world, still does not like communism and fascism as their ideologies. And hopefully this recording stays. Is that 6 minutes already? That with one event in this video? It's supposed to be 14. Let's go to these two Persian countries because something big is happening in them. Because the North Persian country and the South Persian country will be uniting. And this is pretty big news for these areas because it might strive for this province thing to declare independence. And now it's time to talk about this thing. It's been being controlled by the fascist yellow country ever since World War II ended. And the people don't really like this, and they're striving for independence. And the yellow country, in response to this, is just to take more stuff out of them to force them in poverty. Not so good stuff happening there. And pretty similar stuff is happening in the red country, but the difference is they aren't giving poverty to them, they're just trying to restrain what's going on here. That's what's basically going on. Now it's time to go to Europe because this thing is interesting. This thing, it's really strong. Not in the sense of Earth, but strong everywhere else. So, and the Mediterranean Union wants its land. So what it is going to do, it's going to bravely send their troops into this country. And these troops have very fast reaction times. So within a day, the Mediterranean Union is going to lose. So the red team will be sending a bit more. That will only make a small push though. And they're absolutely destroying the Mediterranean Union. They even invade this Austrian country. And this is really threatening for the Mediterranean Union and, the Triangle Alliance's existence. So, some few countries called the Red Country are going to send their nuclear bombs out into this country. Let's see how many there are. Okay, actually, this is a better size. 1 on the capital, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is not so good for them. As when this happens, they will be destroyed. They had to use 10 nuclear bombs in order to destroy this area. Actually, let me just take that. Ignore these two. 8 nuclear bombs. Let's see where they came from. And this is the updated nuclear bomb count. And 2 out of this country and the other 8 out of this. But it's time to notice, the Red Country now does not have the most nuclear bombs in the world. We're actually 3rd behind the Chinese and the fascists. That's a big thing to note. And when it comes to the peace treaty, they will be being fully annexed. And the world is concerned about this. You just used 8 nuclear bombs on this territory. And it's a pretty major territory. One a historic capital area, and Yeah, using nuclear bombs, the radiation is going to be going a lot of places. Yeah. And if you're wondering what this circle is, this is the radiation circle. The red? Oh, wait. The black is, basically like nobody survived. Red, also basically nobody survived, maybe one or two survivors, and yeah. The black is the worst, red is second, orange third, green, yeah. The farther away from the black, the less bad it is. The blue is just mild radiation, and yeah, that's a lot. And the full radiation circle, if you're counting all the tiny bits of radiation, is this big, covering all of Europe, all of North Africa, and a huge part of the Middle East. Yeah, that's all the little bits of radiation, but the main destruction part is here. Just saying, yeah. Let's keep that there and go somewhere else. Wait, yeah. So, in return, the world sees this and is not happy with the red country as, let me just give that circle back real quick. Wait, yeah. Ginormous. Let me put it back. It's yellow, and then I color it. Yeah. The world is not happy at the red country and their alliance. And some countries are going to leave the red alliance. Yeah. And the red countries are not happy with this. And South Africa is already sending their application over to the red country to leave their alliance. And some other countries in Europe are going to leave their alliance. Like this yellow country. Did I do the wrong layer again? Yellow country. And the Irish country that just... Oh, I think also this country got invaded in my previous recording. Yeah. They got invaded for them to join the alliance, and they've already left. And some other European countries are going to leave. Like this country. Yeah. And those are the only two that leave for now. But that doesn't really matter too much that this country leaves, because it immediately joins the Albanian country, realizing its mistake. Yeah. And when we go to the ideology layer, we can remove both these ideologies. Yeah. When we go to this blue country here, it's not doing so well. So it is going to unite with this country here. So these two countries will be uniting. And now we have a big African country that is a little bit more stable than other countries. Oh, this country here, it is not doing so well. And how not so well is it doing? Because it's getting invaded by communists. And as the communists will be going into this country, so will the fascists. And they'll block, and the fascists will be the first to reach the capital. And with that, yeah. It was bound to happen. Like, I don't know why. Oh wait, I do know why. This thing, that was once a big empire, but now it isn't. And now let's look at the peace treaty. And this is the peace treaty. Luckily, I put on the wrong layer. Peace treaty. And yeah, it got divided. That thing is gone now, and nobody will ever remember it because it was not a good country. And also, these countries are going to unite, these two fascist countries. Pretty common theme here is these countries will be having two capitals, but in this case, not. And this green country here, this country here is thinking about joining because it's kind of isolated from the rest of the fascist communist areas in this country. And these countries these three here are not doing so well. And this country is thinking about leaving their alliance. And before we talk about that, we're going to say something. Yeah? That is going to do it for today's video of What If Civilization Started Over, episode 60 of the series. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. See you in the next episode, and bye!